Hey guys, welcome to the homestead. So a while ago I did a video on CWD, chronic wasting disease, and the prions that are in the soil. And I stated in that video that as a sheep owner and someone who's owned goats before in the past, I know the number one rule for sheep and goats is to keep their food off the ground. Otherwise, they will ingest worms, parasites, things like that, and you'll have a big barber worm or other parasitic problem with your sheep, and they'll start dying. And so the number one rule for sheep and goat owners is to keep their food off the ground. Well, deer are ruminant, just like sheep are, and you want to keep their food off the ground. And it's my opinion that the hunting community is making this CWD problem even worse because of all of the types of baits and attractants that you put on the ground. Now, I don't think anything's going to be done about this because this is a multi-billion-dollar industry for the hunting industry to keep these attractants and baits in the marketplace, and hunters all over the country use them to bring in the animals they want to hunt during hunting season. Well, this last year I did an experiment, and I want to show you that experiment that I did. Well, right over there you can see one of my deer feeders I have. It's just a PVC pipe feeder, and I hunt out here. This is where I killed the majority of my deer last year. And just over to the side of it, I put a natural salt block, one of those natural salt rocks, on a tree stump, a tree that I had cut down the year before. And the deer came in, they licked that salt block completely down, and it dissolved into the tree stump. And look what they're doing to this tree stump. They're eating it. They're just eating the tree. And the tree is a lot safer. It's just cellulose. Cellulose is in most of your food anyway. It's a filler. Most foods contain cellulose. You look on your ingredients list, or a lot of foods you buy, you'll see cellulose. A lot of cereals, a lot of things, they put basically tree into your food as a filler. But these animals, it is completely safe. It's just wood pulp. And these deer are eating. This is the recent, they've been working on that side pretty hard. But the deer are coming up, and other animals probably are too, and eating this entire stump down to nothing. They'll probably consume this entire stump. But if I had not placed that salt block on the stump and just placed it on the ground, they would have dug a really deep hole in this ground, and they would have eaten all of the dirt along with it. And that's how the prions are being consumed by the deer. And this is how the disease spreads. You put these attractants, these baits on the ground, they're going to eat the attractant, eat the bait, and it's going to continue to, that attractant or bait will seep into the soil, and they will continue to eat the soil, thus ingesting the prions and furthering the disease. Now up here where we live, I live in the mountains of the Ozarks. I think right now I'm sitting at a 2,000 foot elevation, and we don't have so many problems, I think, with CWD up in these mountains, but we do. It's definitely in the valleys and in the flatlands around the Ozarks, Missouri, Arkansas. We definitely have a CWD problem in the Midwest here and in the South. But this is just an example. I was just showing you what you could do instead of putting these attractants or baits on the ground. You could put them on old tree stumps, and they'll actually eat the tree instead of the ground, thus keeping them from eating whatever prions or whatever you call them inside the soil, keep them from ingesting that. But yeah, they have totally just destroyed that tree stump. They're just eating it away bit by bit. These deer and whatever other animals. There's bear in the area. Bear may be coming in here and licking this tree too. But this tree is very salty. I'm not going to lick it, but I mean, I can tell you this whole thing, that whole salt block dissolved in that tree, and it's just one big salty tree stump right now. So they're eating it. But just goes to show you what they'll do. They will eat this entire thing until it's gone to get the salt content that they love so much. Try to find a way to keep your attractants, your deer attractants, off of the ground and put them on something like a tree stump or something else. But yeah, clear proof. So again, I have no idea what the industry is going to do about this. Conservation departments and agents and fish and game departments are around the country are very worried about this CWD and how it's spreading. My personal opinion as a sheep farmer, small animal farmer, it's keep your food off the ground, and this is what's causing it. It's what's causing the spread of it, and the hunting industry is promoting this disease, making it a bigger problem than what it needs to be. I'm a hunter again, and I hunt food for my family. I don't hunt for sport. I don't hunt for trophies. I hunt to put food in the freezer. And so it's very concerning to me that this disease is getting worse and worse every season. So what are we going to do about it? I don't know. The industry is going to have to make a change. And I think it's going to have to be something that maybe even the government gets involved in to make sure that these attractants are not just placed on the ground. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. But that's the answer right there. Keep these attractants off the ground. Keep your food off the ground. Even the corn I put out is in feeders, not a feeder that gets, you know, these corn feeders that you see that they flip the corn on the ground. Most of my corn is all in these feeders like that, where they come up and they feed just out of the feeder like that. So yeah, it's a big problem, guys. So what are we gonna do? I don't know. But it's going to be a hard decision, because you try to convince a multi-billion-dollar industry to make a change. They have very powerful lobbyists who are going to fight that tooth and nail. All right, guys. See you next time on The Homestead. Please subscribe, like this video if you would, and share it on social media. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey there, thanks for watching our channel. If you're looking for great off-grid homesteading videos, this is the channel for you. Hit that subscribe button and be sure to like the video you just watched. You can also feel free to send us your questions by going to anamericanhomestead.com on our contact page and send me your question. Your question might get made into a video. In the meantime, check out some of these other great videos. Oh wait, go ahead and click them. Go ahead.